Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
What up?
When's the last time we've done the NXT podcast, just you and me?
God, it was like in the studio.
Oh, like in one of the radio studios?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has
Just like
been a
that
while.
Stain song. It's been a while.
It's been a while
Yeah.
since I've done NXT next to you.
And it's been a while since I've held that title.
Have you ever had the NXT one?
No.
Because you haven't really
Yeah.
had the chance.
I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to win it at the Rumble.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
you're
have to
gonna-
win Takeover Phoenix.
You know you're going to have to win it from me, though.
Yeah.
Because I am the champ.
I know. Because you know where I didn't win it? War Games!
War Games!
That's where I didn't win it.
No.
But yeah. So look, so I've never really been too persuaded to watch NXT, right?
Right.
Because after watching 3 hours of shit Raw and 2 hours of mediocre SmackDown, you're fucking burned out.
I know.
But look, this is 2 weeks in a row I've watched it now.
Yeah.
Hook, line, and fucking sinker, dude. I am all in.
All in.
All in on Total Divas.
Wait, what?
What?
No, it's a breath of fresh air, right?
You know what it is? It's like when you're at the table and they're like, look, I know you hate... Two foods I really hate. I know you hate squash,
Yeah.
like yellow squash, and I know you hate gumbo,
Right.
but if you eat those... you get a delicious double chocolate brownie. And you're like, oh, fuck, I love that brownie, but I don't want the other shit.
Right.
And so you just power through it, and then the dessert is that much better.
Yeah.
It was amazing. This week was so fucking good.
Right. I know, it was.
It was incredible. That cage match?
Oh, yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No, it's my analogy would be like someone making you a sandwich and you eat it and you're like, oh, this is a shit sandwich. You made me a shit sandwich.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, let me make you another one. You're like, it's still a shit sandwich. What the hell? And they're like, all right, well, fine. Give me one more chance. You're like, no, I don't trust you. Like, you just made me two. Why would the third one be any better?
Right.
But then for some reason, it's the best sandwich you've ever had.
Exactly, right? It's like, oh, wait, meat and cheese, not feces. That was my problem.
Right. And the
Yeah.
guy's like, look, I'll keep making you this awesome sandwich every week, but you got to eat these first. You got to
Yeah.
eat the other two first.
And you're like, man, I really don't want to, but that other sandwich,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, it's so worth it. I
Yeah.
will eat shit. I will eat human shit to get to that other sandwich.
Who said it was human shit?
Well, I will eat shit. Someone shit on this sandwich so I can eat it already.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that.
It is.
So let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get right in there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Fisting it,
Yeah, we're the
Right in
shield, kind of.
kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, we start things off with Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. That rhymes.
Yeah.
That's the point, I think.
Shirai and Kai?
Shirai and Kai.
Like Ty and... No, they're bringing back Ty and Kai.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
well,
what's
you're
gonna
getting all
happen.
naked on the podcast.
I know, right?
Showing off your Shawn Michaels shirt.
My 8-bit Shawn Michaels, it looks really weird. It looks so much better when I was about to order it. I mean, it's not a terrible shirt,
No,
but...
it's cool.
Yeah.
You got that on ProWrestlingTees.com?
Negative.
Oh.
WWE shop, it was on clearance for like $4.
That's right.
Yeah. Best fucking $4 ever.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't have a Michael shirt.
Well, you can get some pretty good shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yeah.
Slash
What's
what's
wrong
wrong
with the wrestling? Like a Push Eric shirt.
Yeah. Well, no, they have a Shawn Michaels store in there too, and they have that one. They have another 8-bit one where it looks like it's a Nintendo game, like the classic Nintendo game. But it's him splashing onto Razor off the ladder.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that. I kind of
pretty
want
dope.
that shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, Io Shirai and Dakota Kai face off against Jessamyn Duke and Marina Shafir. Duke and Shafir making their NXT
Yeah, I was wondering if this was their like in-ring debut.
in-ring debut on TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came out to Shayna Baszler's music, so they don't have their own music
I think
yet.
they tried to play it off like a version, like because I think maybe Mauro or Nigel was like, "Oh, this music sounds familiar. Maybe it's modeled after Shayna Baszler."
It's exactly the same music.
It was exactly the same.
They were bullshitting.
Yeah.
They just put their names up on the screen.
Right,
That's all.
exactly.
So,
And they put them up there like they're a tag team.
right, they're a tag team.
Yeah.
In a tag team list division.
Uh-huh.
So, Dakota took the beating for most of the match so that Shirai could make the hot tag, and once she did, she dominated.
Yep.
In the end, Dakota kicked Duke off the apron, and Shirai hit the moonsault on Shafir for the win.
Yeah.
And then later in the show, they read a tweet from William Regal where he named Io Shirai as the final competitor in the Fatal 4-Way next week to decide the #1 contender for the women's title.
So fuck Dakota Kai, right?
Fuck her.
Dakota, you did all the work in that match, but I'm giving it to Shiro Arai. Iro Shirai.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you didn't get the pin. Sorry, Dakota.
Sorry, fuck you.
And something tells me
Go back to Australia.
Something tells me your leg's gonna snap in the coming weeks. R.I.P. Dakota's leg.
Yeah.
She's gonna be gone for a while.
So, riddle me this. Why was Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir dressed like AOP's girlfriends?
I didn't think of that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
They
weren't the authors of pain. They're the underwriters of pain.
Yeah, that's it. The underwriters. Yeah.
Ghost Riders of
The
pain.
Ghost Riders of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe Paul Ellering should manage them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But no, it's funny. Ever since like Marina has come back, they haven't mentioned that she's Roderick Strong's wife. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one is Marina?
The cute one.
The brunette?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, she was coming out, and I'm like, who's that old man next to her? I'm like, oh, that's the other one. No.
No. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Marina. Because when Roderick Strong was a face, and they did that, this was like over a year ago, I think now. But
Right.
they did that like 2-part video package of Roderick Strong's life, and then they showed
How miserable it was.
how horrible it was.
Life was.
His mom shot his dad. Good
Yeah.
Lord. And then we see her at the takeovers. It's like, shouldn't you be in jail, ma'am?
Yeah. Come on. Jesus.
But yeah, you know, they haven't mentioned it since I think Marina's been back.
Yeah, well, I'm
They're
sure
both bad, so they.
I'm sure
you
they're
know.
thinking we've got enough fucking on-screen relationships.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need another one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because if Dean and Renee is any proof, they have no idea what to do with them.
Oh my god.
Renee, tell us what Dean's thinking. How the fuck should I know? I only live with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And like the whole Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, it's not hurting Johnny, but
Right.
it's hurting Candice.
Yeah.
Because everything she does, it's about Johnny.
Right.
Which is stupid.
Like, she needs to stand on her own 2 legs.
yeah. But every time it's like now she's kind of acting heelish.
Ish.
She's kind of snapping ish.
Yeah.
Wearing dark lipstick, dark lip gloss. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just dumb.
Hey, so completely off topic.
Yeah.
Before we started the main podcast the other day, I witnessed your brother, one Joseph Pisano,
Yeah.
take out his gum and set it on the table, and it is still there.
Wow.
What a gross shithead.
That son of a bitch.
That is disgusting. Just a lump of gum. Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think he might be banned from the NXT podcast.
He might be.
or the main podcast. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out. That's
Exactly.
disgusting. He's
Yeah.
going to Windex this whole room now because
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, let's get it like extra gross before he does.
He's going to mop this whole place now
Yeah.
because of that.
Gross guy.
Great.
Moving on.
Moving on, we go earlier today where Matt Riddle had a press conference to respond to Cassius Ohno attacking him 2 weeks ago.
And by press conference, some guys stick iPhones in front of him.
Yes.
Here, let me see your phone.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
So if you're watching on video,
Right.
we're having a press conference.
Exactly.
That's all it was.
Yes.
There was like 3 iPhones in front of him.
Yeah.
And some person goes by on a scooter. Like a Full Sail University student.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And clearly they don't watch wrestling because anyone else would have been like, oh, it's Matt Yeah,
Right.
they would have started chanting like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. Press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Riddle says, I don't blame Ono, but I dare him to get into the ring with me again because I'll knock him out in 7 seconds again, bro. And then he's like, all right, that's all, guys. I got to go later. And then he walks away, and they cut away, but he's walking towards a wall.
I gotta go inspect this wall.
Like, they should have cut away way sooner.
Maybe the entrance to like NXT is like a secret brick wall. There's like a certain knock you gotta do, and it like reveals, like the bricks pull back and it slides over. That's probably what it is.
Yeah. It's just like little things to teach them, like, hey, don't walk towards the wall. Like, just start walking away, and then eventually we'll tell you cut. But also, that's an editing thing. They should have cut that shot before it looked like, oh, he's walking to that wall. And I guess he's... Like, if they kept it rolling, does he just stop and he just stares at the wall? Like,
does he try to scale it like Spider-Man?
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just stupid. So next up, we have the repackaging of Dominic... Oh, God, they even said it and I can't pronounce it. Dijakovic. It's not a good name. It's too hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a made-up name.
Right. And especially because, like, if he ever goes to the main roster, they like to cut a name out.
Oh, yeah.
So here comes Dijakovic.
Here
comes that guy.
Here comes Dominic.
Yeah, right. They're gonna lose the last name. You're just Dominic.
Yeah, you're Dominic. I can't pronounce that shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I get it with the Japanese names because that's their real names.
Right.
Or not, I mean, I don't think, not Kairi Sane, obviously, but like Nakamura.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
so I never saw him before.
He wrestled against Ricochet back in May, I think.
Okay.
And they had a really good match.
Right.
And he had like the similar gimmick, but now like when he fought Ricochet, like he was just kind of like another guy. Like they made him like get some offense in on Ricochet, but clearly like now they've repackaged him. He has a video package and everything like that, hyping him up. And he's facing off against just some jobber named Aaron Mackey.
Okay.
But Dijakovic has like the Ivan Drago look down.
Yeah.
He's got it down pat.
Yeah,
I like his look. He's big as fuck. And he does a suplex throw while yelling, "Time to fly!"
I'm kind of over like the MMA look, though. It's like everyone has the MMA look now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's pro wrestling, not MMA.
Right.
Like, if you want a MMA gimmick, just go do MMA.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I can't cut it there anymore.
Right. In the end, Dijakovic yells, "Feast your eyes," and then he hits his finisher, which I loved. I really like his finisher.
Yeah.
He sets up the jobber like he's going to do a torture rack, but then he flips him over like an AA, but then he knees the guy in the face.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I really like the finisher.
Yeah.
That was cool. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess he'll be replacing Lars as the monster of NXT.
Right.
Next up, we have Heavy Machinery versus two of the smallest and tiniest jobbers.
Two 12-year-olds?
Two 12-year-olds. I don't even think they make the minimum weight for 205 Live.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry.
Like, maybe together they could. The first ever, like, 205 tag team.
Right. And Knight and Dozovic just tortured these poor guys.
I mean, they fucking destroy them. And, like, every time I've seen Heavy Machinery, they're kind of like the fun-loving.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Snakes and weights,
Right.
And they were just destroying these guys for no reason.
Not this time, because now they're serious.
Yes.
They're like, look, Chuck Gabe, we saw the video package. We're going to the main roster soon. We have one more chance to win these titles. And we're probably not going to do it.
No, because how would we take them with us?
Exactly. So Heavy Machinery hit the compactor. Dozovic goes for the pin. 1-2, but then he picks up the jobber's head. He's like, no, I'm going to fuck you up some more.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
And then they do it to the other one.
Yes. And then finally, I'm sorry, I didn't mention the Undisputed Era come out to the stage.
Yeah.
That's why they did all this, because Undisputed Era comes out and they're like, oh, we're going to show you what we're going to do to you.
Yes.
But not really. So in the end, they hit the compactor on both jobbers at the same time and finally pin them for the win.
Yeah. I'm not too keen on their finisher move. Like, he just pushes them over.
Yeah, it's
and he
not...
does the world's slowest slam.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not a great finisher.
No.
But yeah, that's next week. The Heavy Machinery versus Undisputed Era for the tag titles.
Right. Holy shit. You have like a whole, like, okay, so in Andrew's notes,
Yeah.
the whole show we've talked about has been in like one page, basically.
Yeah.
Aleister Black and Gargano is a whole page by itself.
Well, yeah, it was half the show.
Oh, I know, and it was amazing.
And like, you know, I when you have a match that's this good,
Yeah.
you can't ignore all the awesome spots.
right.
So yeah, main event time. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano in a steel cage. I loved how seriously they took this match. Like,
Right.
even the announce team were talking like, holy shit, it's a cage match.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do this often on NXT.
No.
The last one I remember was like 2 years ago with Ty Dillinger and Eric Young.
Yeah.
And they were just like, oh my God, this is a cage match. Like, if it were on Raw, they would have been like, it's a cage match.
Yep.
There it is. That's it.
To maybe settle the feud.
Yeah.
Nope.
But this really felt like another takeover match because it pretty much was.
Right. And you know, we've watched Raw before where they're like, this is a WrestleMania caliber match.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
It's not
Nah.
at all.
Uh-uh.
Like this was definitely had a takeover feel. Like,
Oh yeah. It could have this could have ended a takeover.
yeah.
You know, with the story
This
that-
one match was better than Raw and SmackDown combined.
Of course. Oh,
it was amazing.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah. So Aleister came out first, which I thought was weird. I was like, why is he coming out first? That's kind
And
of
he came
weird.
out with his like coffin rise
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, I was wondering why he came out first, but that's because as soon as he was about to step inside the cage, Gargano shows up to attack him from behind. Mm-hmm. They brawl outside the ring for a few minutes until Black got the upper hand, and he throws Gargano inside. And then as soon as the match starts, Johnny Pussy tries to escape. That's his new name.
yeah.
Johnny Pussy.
All right.
Pussy.
Pussy.
Pussy. You gotta pop that P.
You gotta pop that pussy.
Pop that pussy.
Wow.
Yeah, so Black later in the match had Johnny laid out in the ring, so he climbs the cage, and he could have escaped,
Could have.
but then he decided he wanted to punish Johnny some more.
Yep.
That reminded me of the cage match that Austin and Vince McMahon had, which,
Yeah.
by the way, that was Vince's best match ever.
Oh, that was
Because he also
amazing.
took a big bump before the match started outside. He was halfway up the cage,
Yeah.
and Austin threw him off, and he went through a table.
Right.
Like Vince did that.
Yeah.
Like the
Jesus.
thing. Yeah, it's nuts
Jesus.
that Vince.
But
did
that was also like 30 years ago.
like 20, but he was like in
Well,
his 50s.
yeah, 20.
He was still in his 50s.
Right.
It's crazy. So yeah, it reminded me of when Austin was. He kept leaving the cage, and then Vince kept stopping him by flipping him off.
Right, like, he's all bloody. Like,
Yeah. That match was so good.
Oh, it was
and
great.
Austin's like, all right, I guess I'm going to come back and kick your ass some more.
Yeah.
And then he would leave again, and then fingers again. He's like, all right, you want some more? Fine.
And then the ending,
The ending with Big Show.
popping out from under the ring.
It's Paul White.
And we're like, who?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Paul White? Yeah. And then he throws Austin into
Through
the
the
cage.
cage.
And the cage breaks.
Yeah, cage breaks
And
open.
it swings open and Austin drops out.
So
and
Austin
wins.
still wins.
Yeah.
Usually when you have an interference that huge,
Right.
that person does not win.
Yeah.
But they were like, well, we still got to get Austin in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's winning the
Yeah.
title.
Right.
So, yeah, that's kind of
St.
funny.
Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, what a great match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he comes back in. A few minutes later, they were both standing on the top rope, and Johnny did this flip into a power bomb.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
There was also a spot where Johnny was standing in between the ropes and the cage, and Aleister kept running the ropes and kicking Johnny in the face.
Yeah.
And then for the third time, Johnny crawled by the cage door and told him to open it. So when Aleister kicked Johnny, he almost fell out of the cage entirely. And Aleister was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then Gargano did the side Russian leg sweep off the second rope.
Yeah.
Which Naomi did to Asuka on SmackDown.
So that means Naomi saw the taping.
Yes,
It was like,
exactly.
I could probably do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good idea.
Right.
Of course, Gargano and Aleister did it way better.
Of course.
Johnny also locked in the Gargano escape, but Alistair eventually got out of it by picking Johnny up.
Yeah.
Johnny then really got sinister by driving Alistair's head into the cage.
Like lawn darting him.
Long darting him, yeah. He then told Alistair, I absolve you of your sins, and went for a super kick, but Alistair hit the black mass first.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great.
So then Gargano, they both start getting up. Gargano starts climbing the cage, and Alistair crawls to the door. And right as Alistair is going to escape, Ciampa shows up and slams the door in his face.
In his fucking face.
His fucking face. Ciampa gets in the ring. He locks the cage door. And Gargano's on the other side of the cage now. He can just leave.
Yeah.
But he gets back inside the cage.
Yes.
Gargano and Ciampa are standing on opposite corners with the fans chanting DIY, DIY.
And their eyes are locked.
Yes.
I mean, they are like,
Yeah. They're like, I'll teach you a lesson.
yes.
So Eric showed me this. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So yeah, they're staring at each other. Johnny and Tommaso raise their hands, and they hit the DIY finisher on Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Gargano doesn't know how to feel about this, but Ciampa leaves the cage.
So he sits, or no, he just kind of stands there for a minute. Like,
Right. Ciampa leaves with a big smile on his face, looking at Johnny like, yeah, I turned you.
Yeah.
I did it.
Right.
So Ciampa leaves. Johnny pins Aleister for the win and then sits next to him after the match.
Befuddled.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is happening?
Yeah.
What the hell is happening?
Jeez.
Because right now we got Aleister Black versus Ciampa for TakeOver Phoenix, but...
Do we?
Right.
Wasn't the stipulation that Black had to win?
No.
Oh, no?
Did they say that?
I thought so.
No. For real?
Because at one point, Nigel says, like, oh, if Gargano wins here, what will that do to the main event of TakeOver Phoenix?
I'm guessing they'll add him to it. It'll be a triple threat.
Do that triple threat that they didn't get to have?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that'll be what happens.
Right.
So, we'll see. I know I say this every freaking week almost, but like, you have to have that Johnny Gargano moment of him beating Ciampa for the title as a face.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Right.
But like, again, he's like a true heel. He's beating the fuck out of Aleister Black.
Yeah. But I mean, with a triple threat, you can still have that face turn.
I guess. I don't see it. I don't see Gargano winning that match.
Right.
It would have to be like, the next one for New York.
Yeah.
Which, we'll be there for. So save it for that one.
Right.
So yeah, that's how NXT ends. Great match and really good story being told with a mini DIY reunion.
Right.
Maybe it'll just be like the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt thing, where he pretends to be friends with Ciampa just to betray him.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end he'll burn Ciampa's house on fire.
Yeah,
set it on fire.
And Ciampa will be like, "Damn it, Johnny!"
Right. So yeah, next week we have the Fatal 4-Way to decide the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. We got Bianca Belair versus Lacey Evans versus Mia Yim versus Io Shirai.
Has this already been taped?
Yes.
Okay.
I already know who won.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say. Who would you think wins out of these four?
I kind of want to say Io Shirai just because she was in the finals in the Mae Young Classic.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, my lips are sealed. I'm not going to say anything.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then, of course, we also have Heavy Machinery versus Undisputed Era for the tag titles. So, yeah, again, it should be another good episode of NXT. It usually is.
Yeah.
Like, at the minimum, it's like, that was a good episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're not blown away, at least you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like, that was a pretty, that was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. At least you get good every time.
Right.
I think, like, the only time they're not good is like the episodes right after takeovers, because it's just these two matches that they filmed before takeover.
Exactly.
But like, even so, it's still like two matches.
The whole show is basically like, oh, here's what happened at takeover.
Yeah, it's a recap.
In case you didn't watch it on the network, which you're watching this show now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So yeah, but time for some mini awards. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had the Underwriters of Pain.
Oh, Shafir and Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I had the tag team jobbers that Heavy Machinery beat.
Okay. Yeah, that's acceptable.
Best dressed?
Dakota Kai.
Okay.
I like her.
I had Io Shirai without the mask.
Yeah.
She came out with that mask.
Now here's the thing that stumps me.
What is that, like a teddy bear mask?
Sure.
I don't know.
How the fuck does she pull that thing off and her hair is still perfect? That is insane. It makes no sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Io Shirai is pretty damn hot.
Yeah.
I think she might be cuter than Kairi Sane.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like Shirai's gimmick where she's just like, "Don't hurt my friend," and she's hugging everyone. But I think she's.
But I don't think you like Sane's gimmick.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, whatever. I'll take either one.
Either.
Whoever's available.
Yeah.
Just call me, girls. You could paper, scissors, rock. Scissor wins.
God damn it. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That was almost as good as my 30-incher joke.
Worst moments?
I'm going to say Dijakovic.
Dijakovic?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that wasn't even a bad match.
It wasn't
So,
a
like,
bad match, but like
We don't
I
have to
know.
have a worst moment. But,
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, Matt Riddle.
Matt
promo wasn't good.
Riddle walking into a wall. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. And then best moments?
DIY.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in freaking sane.
Yep. All right, we got some breaking news here. So Ciampa tweeted about the latest NXT call-ups, mostly to give praise to Nikki Cross. He tweeted, "Nikki, as the gatekeeper of NXT, let me say, your kind of crazy is always welcome here. The other 5 can paint themselves red and blue from head to toe for all I care."
That's pretty good.
So that was pretty nice. Also, Johnny Gargano is the latest of NXT talent who will be performing at Evolve Wrestling. Gargano will be facing the Evolve World Champion Austin Theory, who won the tag title. He won the world title from Fabian Eichner in a triple threat match with Roderick Strong.
Oh,
Because Fabian Eichner won it like a couple of months ago.
yeah.
Because they're having like NXT stars.
Yeah, and like Street Profits are there.
Street Profits, I think they still might be the Evolve tag champs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is like the NXT of NXT. Like
Right.
this is like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of weird, but I think Triple H is doing it just to like have it's really just to have control over everything else.
yeah.
Like, of course, Evolve's going to do it because it helps ticket sales. But in the end, it's not really a good thing for Evolve because it's like, oh, well, you need NXT talent, and eventually you're just going to be gobbled up by NXT.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah. But yeah, Gargano versus Theory will take place at Evolve 120 on January 19th. And that's all in the East Coast. Like, I think it's all like in Massachusetts and
Okay.
like that area. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all for news. Let me pull up some fan questions.
Questions from the fans.
Questions from the fans. Oh, if you don't understand the reference, we did it on the main podcast too, where we were saying, "I'll teach you a lesson. I'll teach you a lesson."
Yeah.
It's this old clip, which I think is from Tosh.0 or something.
Yeah,
but
maybe
it's-
like a fan video of the week.
just go on YouTube and Google Siamese twins, like sketch or Siamese twins Tosh.0. It's on YouTube. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe-
want to spoil it.
Maybe I can post the link
Yeah, sure. Do
and
that.
just put like no spoilers in the comments.
Yeah, and post a shorter video because I think the
Right.
shorter video is funnier than the one we watched. The longer one isn't as good. But like, oh my god, I was crying laughing when you showed that to
Yeah.
me. I couldn't believe I never saw that. It's like 5 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it. It's one of the funniest like 3-minute sketches I've ever seen.
Right.
It's so good. All right, so 1 second. Let me pull up the fan questions. All right. Kyle Gardner, is it just me or do you guys also hear Steve-O every time Matt Riddle talks?
Yes.
Now, yeah, I
Yes.
didn't realize that until he said this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey man.
And he's got that raspy voice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What is going on?
Yo, dude. I'm getting my butt pierced. Do you remember that?
Yes.
On Jackass when he got his
Oh,
butt.
this is off-road tattooing. Yeah.
He got a smiley face.
Yeah, and then he gets like a tattoo on his back of him going
Of himself, yeah.
I'm gonna get my butt pierced, man. I'm gonna chug this beer in my asshole.
Yeah.
Gabriel Ballin, Pushfire Barry, no more GM storylines ever.
Okay.
I might push that right now. I'm so,
Yeah.
And that's the one good thing they do. Like, they got rid of the GMs, but then at the same time, it's just Vince running the fucking show again.
Right.
Okay, so no more GM storylines. Bring back the hardcore title, but keep WWE PG. I think you can do that.
Yeah.
2 hour Raw and 3 hour pay-per-views. Oh man. I think I might push 2 hour Raw and 3 hour pay-per-views.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. That
would only make the show better.
It would.
And I would. I don't know. What do we bury? What do we fire?
Fire the hardcore title, and then I guess bury no more GM storylines because sometimes they're okay.
Yeah,
but sometimes they're garbage.
They haven't been good in a long time.
Yeah, they haven't.
Marcus Muniz, is there going to be a best of NXT episode? Maybe. We still don't even know if we're going to have a best of WWE or best and worst.
It's because like we don't have like all of our like best written down.
Yeah.
Like maybe in 2019 we can put it in a spreadsheet.
I think we need to maybe we can leave it up to the fans and let our fans vote for what they think the best comment, best, all that stuff.
Yeah, that could
best
that
match
could work.
was.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. Stephen Vellante, Pushfire Barry, Johnny versus Ciampa at TakeOver New Orleans, Johnny versus Ciampa at TakeOver Brooklyn, or Johnny versus Alistair at TakeOver War Games. Now New Orleans was the one where that was their first match.
Yeah.
Where Johnny had to win to save his job.
Yes.
Brooklyn was the street fight, right?
Yes. That Ciampa actually won.
Wait. No. That was the third one. Yeah. The Brooklyn was the third one that Ciampa won. That wasn't the... Okay, so the first one, blah, 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 was the one that Johnny won. It was just a regular match. The second one was a street fight. And then the third one was the last man standing. So he's talking about the last man standing.
Okay, yeah.
Which is funny because he's leaving out my favorite one. My favorite one was the second one, the street fight. That was the one where Ciampa pulled off the wedding ring, spit on it, and threw it in the crowd. And then Johnny woke up and realized his wedding ring was gone and then decided to murder Ciampa some more. And then Ciampa won while handcuffed. That was my favorite one.
That was incredible. And then it was like shades of when Ciampa betrayed Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. I think that one was.
That was the best one, but he doesn't have that one on here. So I would say push the New Orleans one.
Yeah,
because we were there, and it was a happy ending. It was the first of their matches, so it was their first 5-star match against each other, where Johnny won. And then I would fire the Brooklyn one because it was their third one, and it was again they were all 5-star matches. Yeah, but it was just I really loved the Johnny versus Alistair at War Games.
Yeah,
so I would bury that one and then fire the Brooklyn last man standing.
I can get behind that.
It's kind of weird to say we're firing or burying any of them because they're all great.
Yeah, I know.
Franklin Romero, when do you expect Undisputed Era to be called up? I thought it would be really soon because at Phoenix they got to be fighting the War Raiders, right, for the tag titles.
Probably,
and you'd think they're going to drop it.
Yeah,
drop the titles. So
because someone commented like on our Facebook group. Saying like, oh, did anyone else think Undisputed Era was the guys in the gas mask with Dean? But that wouldn't make sense because why would they attack Dean, who's almost like the top heel?
Oh, to attack Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, like Seth is with them?
Or no, not even not, but just like they take off the gas mask and it's like Undisputed Era.
Right.
But yeah, I mean... I'm really dreading their call up because I don't think they're gonna know how to handle it. There's no stables. Who do they feud with?
Right.
The New Day?
No.
Oh.
No, they can't.
For 9 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right. I mean, they're in NXT and there's no stables they're going up against. I just think it's just the NXT. It's just the NXT talent always gets buried.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be a part of Titus Worldwide or something.
Right.
Titus will sign them. So obviously they've announced, the 6 people that are getting called up.
Yeah.
Which obviously you could spoil them because none of them are champions, even though a couple of them are in title pictures.
Yeah.
But I still think it's got to be soon. What else is there? What else is left for Undisputed Era to do?
Yeah.
In NXT, like Cole can't get the NXT championship anytime soon. Ciampa has it.
Yeah.
So you would think they're going to get called up soon. Like it'd be awesome if all 4 of them were in the fucking Rumble.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome. And then there's one part in the Rumble, like early on, where like all 4 of them are in the ring by themselves. They're like, who's next?
Yeah.
And then that's when you can have like a monster come out, like Lars or Braun, to like clear them out,
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the only way you would take out all 4 of them.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a really cool way to debut them. I mean, Cole was in the Rumble last year.
He was.
So, Jalen Morgan, is your Mick Foley pop still knocked over from last week?
Yes.
Yes, he is. I think we're just going to leave him like that. He falls over every show.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of it. We're either just going to leave him there or eventually he's going to be replaced.
Right. We are so sick of his shit.
William Coburn, are you guys disappointed EC3 might not get to hold the NXT title before getting called up? There's no might there.
Yeah, no.
He's not holding
he's
the
not
NXT
getting
title.
It. As much as I wanted him to, he's not.
But again, what would he be, like 6th in line to hold it?
Yeah.
I mean, because I would pick Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole.
Yep.
Like all before
all of
EC3.
These guys way before EC3.
Yeah. But I would have. I thought he would stick in and stay in NXT a little longer.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they need someone to flounder on the main roster.
Yeah, exactly. And then he says, "Are there any other guys you would have liked to see win the NXT title but never did before getting called up?"
I mean, most of the guys at this point who, if they're not a tag team, I mean,
yeah.
Andrade held it.
Yeah. All the big...
Balor, Joe, Nakamura. Rude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, Ty Dillinger didn't, but that's not someone I'd see winning the NXT championship.
No, I never saw him as NXT champion. Like, he could have been a cool North American champion, maybe.
Sure, yeah, but that was before his time.
Exactly.
That's what... When Dillinger was in NXT and there were rumors they were creating a second title, I'm like, that second title is for him. Like, he should have that second title, but they never made it before he left.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else in NXT that was in NXT that's been called up. Like, because, all the main guys had
all
it,
the big guys had it.
Yeah. Like, if Johnny gets called up before winning the title, that'll be one.
Yeah.
I'm like, they need that moment, man. That's like...
He needs to win that title to be taken serious on the main roster.
Yeah. Although Rude's won the title and...
Well,
he's not taken seriously.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Gargano and Gable tag team.
The only one shred of hope is that they won't start doing this after that promo on Raw. Like, now we're the authority. We're not going to bury the NXT talent that you love when they come up anymore. Yeah. That's the only hope that we have.
That's really all we want to change and get the title off Brock.
Right. And we'll talk about this more in the main show, but there's Dave Meltzer's reporting that Balor is set for a huge push.
Oh, okay. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Yeah, that's all you can say. Is like what? He's going to win the Rumble and beat Brock at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I would still save that for Seth.
Yeah.
I would still pick Seth over Balor to beat Brock. But then, I mean, shit. You could also have Seth and Balor or whatever. Again, who knows,
Like, yeah, I could not see Finn beating Brock.
Not
even as the demon.
You know what? I just thought of this. Like, Seth lost the IC title. That feud's going to continue for a little longer. But hopefully Seth, we've said this, like, it's either going to be Seth or McIntyre that wins the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully Seth goes on to WrestleMania and beats Lesnar or Strowman,
Right.
It'll probably be Lesnar. Hopefully he beats Lesnar. And then have Balor fight Dean for the IC title. We've never even seen them fight.
No, I don't think so.
That would be fucking cool.
That would be great.
Because they've both been baby faces.
Because if you could do Dean Ambrose versus Demon King Balor
for the IC title at WrestleMania,
that would be amazing.
That would be fucking great.
Yeah, I would love that.
So that'd be significant for a big push.
Yeah.
That would work. That'd work for me.
Yeah.
Mark Saint Prue?
Prue?
Mark St. Prue Who from NXT would benefit the most from having Paul Heyman as a manager? I think Ciampa and Heyman would be interesting, even though he doesn't need him.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't need him, but it is Paul Heyman's thing to team himself with the top guy, like he did with Punk
Right. Maybe EC3
on the main roster.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying from NXT, and EC3 is gone soon.
Well, he's on NXT going to the main roster. So
Yeah.
what? Heyman
Goes NXT.
goes to
Imagine if he managed Ciampa in NXT,
yeah.
that would be awesome.
It would be pretty insane. Or the Undisputed Era.
Yeah,
That would be pretty.
that'd be good too.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
He brings Undisputed Era to the main roster.
Yeah.
That's how you avoid burying Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Bring
Have
him with
Paul Heyman introduce them.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, let's say Brock's gone after this WrestleMania, which we have no fucking clue now, right? We
Yeah,
never
who
know
knows?
if Brock's going to leave or come back, so
Yeah.
you can't be tricked by all that anymore. But let's say he is gone by WrestleMania. The night after WrestleMania, Paul Heyman introduces the Undisputed Era as his he's like, well, Brock's gone, so let me introduce you to my 4 new clients.
Yeah.
And then out come the Undisputed Era. Gah!
right.
You want to change things up? You want to
Yeah.
tell us that there's real... Oh, my God.
Can you
Do
imagine
that.
he's out there and he's like, well, Brock lost and he's shipped off, and so people wonder what's next for Paul Heyman, and then it's just shock the system. Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun. What up?
Yeah.
And Heyman's wearing a jacket. It's all buttoned. And you're like, well, he's like, it's all buttoned up, and then he opens the jacket, and he's wearing an Undisputed Era
That
shirt.
would be so amazing.
See, this is the problem. I've done this before where I get myself too excited for an idea that's never going to happen.
Ever.
Like Ciampa and Gargano in Hell in a Cell on a takeover. Never going to happen.
Absolutely.
And I'm hyping myself up for it.
Yeah.
And now I'm pissed off that this isn't going to happen
Ever.
either.
Because
Shit.
I don't think they would be big enough on the main roster to get to that point. Because they wouldn't go to the main roster together.
The Undisputed Era?
No, I'm talking about Gargano and Ciampa.
Oh, right. No. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right,
Why can't this happen?
let's stop teasing ourselves.
Yeah, that's all for fan questions. Paul Heyman, Undisputed Era. Make it happen.
Please.
It's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
But yeah, that's all for the show. Thank you to all the patrons who support us. Hope you enjoyed another NXT episode.
Yes.
Put some comments. What'd you think of Aleister Black and Gargano?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen
Yeah.
with them? Let us know.
Where's the story going?
And we'll see you next week.
Boom.
Boom. Joe's not here. Now we can
All right,
boom.
all right, ready?
Yeah.
Re-
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Suck it.
Boom.
Pick up your gum.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every shirt most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot
Josh. He's just a troll.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.